Hola muchachos! So these are the notes for ser versus estar, which are two verbos that we have been working on, specifically with our emotions and our adjectives. Alright, so we're going to start with estar. So estar, think of our emotions like ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Estoy bien, I am good. It's going to be. There's a little trick to remember estar, and it's how you feel and where you are always use the verb estar. Alright, so how you feel and where you are, always use the verb estar. And there are three main ways we use estar. It's to express emotions or feelings, it is to identify your location, and lastly, it's to describe temporary conditions. So a temporary condition, for example, would be a broken bone, or any injury you might have, or if you're traveling and you're only gone for a certain number of weeks. So those are things that aren't permanent. So all of these are actually temporary conditions. Your emotions, like you're not feliz every moment of every day, or you're not triste every moment of every day. You're not always in la clase de Espanol, which is your location. Things like that. So estar is temporary, and I remember it as what I call T to T, because temporary has a T and estar has a T. So your formas de estar, okay, hay cinco. You have estoy, which is I am. Estás, which is you are. Está, your he, she is. Estamos, we are. And lastly, están, they are. Now at this point you're wondering, but wait, this was also the vocabulario from adjetivos, and you're right, it is. That's why we're looking at the differences between our estar and our verbo ser. So if we scroll down, we're going to look at ser. Ser also means to be. How I remember ser is it is permanent. Okay, permanent. These are things that you cannot change. Two main ways it's used is to describe personality, as well as to describe other permanent conditions. An example of a permanent condition is your physical attributes. Your physical characteristics are permanent conditions. Okay, your occupation is traditionally a permanent condition. I understand that that's changing, but language does not evolve as quickly as society does. So typically in the past, if somebody was a factory worker, they were always a factory worker. Okay, so that's why that's there. And lastly, the most common way it's used is to describe your relationships. You know, your mom is always your mom, or your husband is always your husband. Now I know that again, in society, these relationships are way more complex than that, but we have to think of it in the simplest form. Alright, and just like in estar, you have cinco formas. Soy is I am. Eres, you are. Es, he or she is. Somos, we are. And son, they are. So those are your verbs for estar and for ser. Now, if you misuse these, you will be understood, but these are the differences. So what I want us to do is taking a look at how our uses, right? Escribe se usas ser o estar. So if we say, the girl is kind, is it going to be ser o estar? Okay, well, kind is a personality trait, so that is going to be ser. The boy is tired. Tired is an emotion, so that is estar. We are dark-haired. Those are physical characteristics. They are permanent conditions, so that is ser. Okay? So pause the video and go ahead and finish 4 a 12. Alright, so you should have finished 4 a 12. The kids are silly. Silly's personality, so it's ser. The cat is fat. Fat is technically a physical description. I know it's not always permanent, but it is a physical description, so it is ser. The students are bored. Bored is an emotion. It's estar. You are surprised. Surprised is an emotion, so it's estar. He is frightened, also an emotion, estar. They are tall, which is physical, so it's ser. She is thin, again, physical, so it's ser. Teacher is sick, it's a feeling or emotion, so estar. And we are content as an emotion, so estar. Okay? Alright, so down on the next page, we have a list of our adjectives and feelings and emotions. And you have to determine which ones belong in the ser category and which ones belong in estar. Remember, sers are permanent and estar, our T to T, is temporary. Okay? So let's look at guapo. Guapo is going to be ser or estar. Well, guapo is a physical characteristic, so it's a ser. How about deprimido? That's an emotion or a feeling, so it's estar. Okay? So go ahead and finish this up on your own, and then check the key that's attached to the agenda. Any preguntas, make sure you ask me. Adios.